Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to the auction of one of the finest development opportunities that Hobart has seen now for many, many years, and certainly many, many decades indeed. Known as the Salamanca Silos, a historic landmark building towering over the skyline of Hobart and comprising over 2,300 square metres of prime development land. This magnificent property is now surplus to the requirements of the Tasmanian Grain Elevators Board. My name is Oren Klemich, the auctioneer here this afternoon, and it is indeed with a great deal of pleasure that our company, Brock Partners Real Estate, have been favoured with instructions to offer this outstanding property to your bidding here today. The interest has been absolutely outstanding. We've had so much inquiry over the last 4 weeks or so of marketing. We know there are half a dozen or more of you very keen to secure the hammer secure the property under the hammer here today, and we do wish you all the very, very best of luck indeed in your attempts to do so. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with so many people keen and interested in bidding for the property here today, I'm sure there are a few rather nervous tummies out there, so we're going to make the whole procedure as easy and simple as we possibly can for you. We'll firstly run through a few simple but important aspects relating to the legal particulars of today's auction. We'll then give you an opportunity to ask any questions should they arise out of that, and before going through a brief description of the property and then getting underway with the bidding. But the legal particulars are as follows. We sell to you today that portion of land in the City of Hobart on Lot 1 on diagram number 118578, being a portion of allotment 33905 and known as the whole of the land, comprised and described in Certificate of Title, Registered Book Volume 118578 Folio 1, and otherwise known as an address of number 1, Carstrade Street, here at Esplanade, Hobart. Now, included in the sale, all fixtures and fittings, fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window treatments, and all built-in furniture, and we exclude all vendors and tenants, personal effects and chattels, loose furniture and any stock in trade. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we offer the property subject to a reserve price. The highest bidder upon the fall of the hammer shall be the purchaser, providing the highest bid is at or above the vendor's reserve price. At the completion of the auction, the purchaser will be required to step forward, sign the auction contract and provide us with a 10% deposit, with the balance payable in 120 days' time on Monday the 20th of October 1997, when vacant possession shall be given. Now, there are several people that have made alternative arrangements in relation to either the deposit or to the settlement. They will naturally stand, but for the balance of you, simply 10% today and the balance on the 20th of October. Personal cheque for the deposit is quite okay, and then the pre-auction nerves, if you've forgotten to bring your chequebook later in the day, is quite okay as well. The bidding here today is on a cash and unconditional basis with no cooling off rights applying, and the auctioneer reserves the right to determine the successful bid here today, and this shall be final and binding. To protect the vendor's interest in the property, ladies and gentlemen, the vendor may bid at any price up to but not greater than the reserve price, and if you are the successful purchaser here today, please don't overlook the very important need to take out adequate insurance cover over the improvements upon the land. Property will be at your risk from today, the day of sale. Now, several more legal particulars to make brief mention of, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, the zoning. The Hobart City Council is known as Mixed Use Zone, the Battery Point Planning Scheme, and has a very wide range of development options. The hydroelectric substation, which is located on the property, is not part of the title that we sell here today, but can be relocated within the body of the property if this is the wish of the purchaser. And there are 3 tenancies on the property as well. One to Claude Neon Signs. They pay around about $7,200 per annum. This can be terminated on the sale though. But also to Andrew Jones Travel and Burgess Business Systems, who each pay $440 a month each, which gives you a total return there of around about $880 a month. But once again, these are done on a monthly basis and can be terminated at the sale with 30 days notice if required. The Hobart City Council also have rights of access over a 2-metre wide strip for 9 metres along the Carstrade Esplanade frontage of the property. And really, ladies and gentlemen, that sums up the legal particulars rather nicely indeed. Are there any questions or queries either relating to those, the method of offering, or the property itself?
Mr. Auctioneer, I have a question, if I may. Over here.
Thank you, sir.
If I am the successful purchaser, will the Marine Board indemnify me in relation to any liability relating to the tunnel under this property, either in respect to flooding or other legal implications?
Sir, thank you for your question. It's a good one. The tunnel is not owned by this property, as you no doubt know. You do need to make application to the Marine Board if you do wish to utilise the tunnel, but they are not in a position where they can give any indemnity in that area. There certainly has never been a problem in that area, sir. I guess if it was a real concern to you, you could apply to them to perhaps have it closed off, but in the history of the property, there's never been a problem in that area.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Are there any more, ladies and gentlemen? No last minute queries? Well, as I said from the outset, ladies and gentlemen, indeed with a great deal of pleasure, our company, Brock Partners Real Estate, have been favoured with instructions to offer a classic landmark property for your bidding here today. Whilst as selling agents, we can't give you any guarantees as to exactly how the Hobart Council will view development applications that are made. The interest that's been shown over the last 4 weeks or so has been primarily from developers who are looking at a commercial and residential flavour for their development. Now, on the assumption that the council do give the okay for this type of development, what a development it will be. An absolute classic, no doubt, will complement brilliantly other local residential and commercial developments which are in the immediate precinct, including the Salamanca Mews, the Murray Street Pier, and of course the wonderful developments along Castray Esplanade and those historic sandstone buildings, some that have been converted from old warehouses, which really do provide wonderful residential and commercial complexes. The location is stunning. You're just not going to do better. In the heart of the prestigious Salamanca precinct, with the cafes, the arts and crafts that are around, the restaurants, and if you want to treat yourself someday, please go into the Ball and Chain Grill there, treat yourself to one of those thick, juicy fillet steaks. They're as good as you'll have anywhere in the country and anywhere around the world. Also adjoining the property, the exclusive residential area of Battery Point, which has seen some outstanding capital growth over the last decade or so. You've got the glistening Derwent River on the other side and the Hobart CBD only a kilometre or so away. If you want to try your hand at the tables and also stay in a rather lovely hotel, West Point Casino is only a 10-minute drive away as well. And up top, ladies and gentlemen, we were treated to go up there again this morning for the final time before the auction here today. And the outlook over the Tasman Bridge there, and of course the magnificent Derwent River, was just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And the plane trees of Salamanca Place, even in their stark winter state as they are now, provided just a beautiful boulevard along there and a superb backdrop, of course, to those fantastic and vibrant Saturday morning markets. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of what your development intentions are for this outstanding property, we do wish you all the very, very best of luck indeed in your attempts to secure it under the hammer here this afternoon. And before we ask for an opening bid, I think just picture yourself sitting out on the balcony of the finished project, whatever it happens to be, on a beautiful day just like today, sipping a cool Chardonnay, soaking up the atmosphere of the Derwent River and watching the ocean liners and yachts go past and thinking, gee, wasn't I smart on the 20th of June 1997 to buy the Salamanca site? Good luck with your bidding, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call for an opening bid and offer on the property now. What have you got for it, please, Helen?
Excuse, please.
Yes, sir.
English not good. By Growly Publics?
Pardon me, sir?
By Growly Publics?
I can't understand you. I apologise for that. Oren Klemich is an unusual name. You think I can speak every language in the book?
By Growly Publics?
Pardon me, sir? Is there somebody who would like to help the gentleman that knows him?
Oh, jeez. All my friend is asking, does the grain stay? Does the grain stay?
Grain.
The stock in trade is excluded from the property, sir. The grain does not stay.
Grain. No.
The grain that's not safe, sir. Thank you for your question and good luck with the bidding. Thank you, sir. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway? Well, all the very, very best of luck indeed. A sensible reserve price has been set on the property. We've been quoting a range of in excess of $800,000. Don't mind where we start the bidding. Please, there say $800,000 to get us underway, please, ladies and gentlemen. For $800,000 to get us underway. $500,000, thank you for your bid, madam. A little bit lower than I would have liked to start, but I'll run with you if we don't get anything higher. Is there, say, 800 to go? We have it now, an $800,000 bid. Thank you for your bid, madam. We've got the bid up the back here at $800,000. I'll take an opening bid from you, though, say $20,000. Bid's here at $800,000. At $800,000, 20, thank you, sir, 20 here. At $820,000 we have. 820 is the bid, and 40. At 840, no, madam, I'll take 60 from you if you like. 840 is the bid, 60 we have now. At 860, at $860,000 bid, still taking you $20,000 rise at this early stage. 860 is the bid. At $860,000 bid with you, sir, at 860 and 80. At 880, at 880, thank you, sir, new bidder in at 880. So that's 900 for the centre. At $900,000 we have. Still taking you $20,000 rises, sir, I've got 920 to the rear. At 920, at $920,000 bid. At 920, still taking you $20,000 rises. Take your 10 a bit later, sir, 920 here and 40. At 940, at $940,000, take 960 from you, sir. You, madam, in the centre, 960 I saw here first. At 960 and 80. At 980, ladies bid to the centre at $980,000 bid. At $980,000, bid yours, madam. At $980,000. I'll take your 10, sir. 990. At $990,000. Won't go below that, though. 990 is the bid. At 990, 1 million to the centre here. At $1 million. At $1 million, bidding offer on the property. We've cracked $1 million. Nice and easy to work out the 10% deposit with this sort of money. Bids here at $1 million. At $1 million we have, and 10. 1 million and 10. At 1 million and 10 we have. At 1 million and 10, looking for 20 anywhere, please. 1 million and 10 we've got. At 1 million and 10, 20. Thank you, sir. Back in the bidding. Welcome back to the bidding, sir. Thought we'd lost you for a moment. Bidding here. At 1 million and 20. At 1 million and 20 and 30. Thank you, madam. At 1 million and 30. At 1 million and 30 we have. Still looking for your $10,000 rises. 40 I've got. 1 million and 40. At 1 million and 40 we have. Against you now, madam. Bids here at 1 million and 40. I'll take a 10 anywhere. Bids here at 1 million and 40. 50. 50 he says. 1 million and 50, thank you, sir. Big bold bid. At 1 million and 50. At 1 million and 50 we have. Your bid, sir, at 1 million and 60 we've got. At 60. Against the two of you. Bids here at 1 million and 60.
70.
70, thank you. Clearly called, sir. 1 million and 70. At 1 million, yes, madam. Pardon me?
1.1.
1.1, thank you, madam. A big bold bid. Don't be intimidated by her, gentlemen. She's really a very nice lady. Bids here, to the centre, clearly called. At $1.1 million, it's your bid, madam. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be selling the property if there is no further bidding. As I said all along, reserve price-wise, moderate in the extreme. I'll even take a quick $10,000 rise at this late stage. The bid's to the centre at $1.1 million. Please don't miss it for $10,000. You're going to spend $10,000 on champagne at your silo warming party. It's here at $1.1 million. Bid to the centre. Then for the first time of calling at $1.1 million. Second call, ladies and gentlemen. You're out now, sir. Bids here at $1,100,000 for the third, last,
50.
and final call.
50.
50, sir? Well, I tell you what, I'll take a $5,000 rise from you. The bid's here at $1,100,000. Make it 105 if you like. When I say 105...
1.15.
1.15, thank you, sir. 1.15. Is that what you meant, sir? Did you mean a $5,000 rise? Or a $50,000 rise?
1.15.
Well, that is a $50,000 rise, sir. The bid is yours at $1,150,000. Is that correct, sir? Thank you, sir. It's against you now, madam. Bid's here at $1,150,000. At $1,150,000. You out now, madam? Coming again? Bid's here at $1,150,000. Glad the English is coming along well, sir. Bid's yours at $1,150,000. You're done. Finished. For the first time of calling, a of $1,150,000. Second call, buyers, for the third, last, and final call at $1,150,000. Don't have any more of these, madam. Your bid, sir, at $1,150,000 for the third, last, and final call. Bid, offered, and sold you, sir. Congratulations. On a fantastic purchase. Commiserations to the runners-up. The balance of you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your bidding and your attendance here this afternoon. If you've got any riverfront silos to sell, please give us a call at Rock Park.